also for the dirt riders.
And the bumps and the bruises, they come with these types of events right there.
Exactly.
It sounds like some of that rain was needed.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was, and it came, I think, at a good time for the Mud Fest, and it was good. I know the farmers still like it, and things like that. So, a good rain every once in a while is good for everyone.
Absolutely. I don't even know if we spoke about the Christian County Fair, but I saw you out there plenty. How did you enjoy
I was
this
out
year?
there quite a bit.
Yeah.
What a great night the concert was on Friday night there, and the demolition derby on Saturday to close the fair. Like I said, it seems like you got a younger group of fair board members out there, and they're not afraid to try different things. And it was a very successful, had great weather for the fair.
Yes, we got really lucky on that front right there. And you mentioned a young and an active fair board right there. And yes, I love the new features they sent out this year. As mayor in the 100th anniversary of this Christian County Fair, I'm sure a lot of people traveled into town and happy with what they saw here.
And like I said, I announced the Youth Day on Saturday there, and see the kids out there in the running races, cracker eating contests, and watermelon, and just it was a great event.
Wow. That Youth Day, was that something they do every year?
Yeah, they do it every Saturday of the fair, and used to be held on Thursdays, I think, years ago, but a lot more kids are available to come on Saturday, so they've moved it to Saturday.
Cool.
Like I said.
Did you get to see any of that Rodney Atkins concert?
No, I did not personally. I heard him a little bit. I was at a previous scheduled event that night. My daughter she lives in Edwardsville. She came down and then, like I said, that's not really my great, I'm not a big music fan, but the young kids loved it, and it was a great event for the fair.
That's awesome. Mayor Barry and I on the same page with the South Fork Dirt Riders and Rodney Atkins. Not quite our cup of tea, but a whole lot of people out there enjoyed it. I'm happy.
Like I said, just because I wasn't there doesn't mean they can't have fun.
Absolutely.
They sure do.
Great turnout for that concert and for the Mud Fest. So happy to hear it. This summer's wrapping up in the right way in Taylorville, in Christian County. Just happy to hear it. Mayor, there is a city council meeting tonight. Anything on your mind about this meeting tonight?
Not really. It's a pretty simple event tonight, I believe. We're going to talk about a few taxes and things that we're implementing, especially on the cannabis tax, which if we're going to get a dispensary, we've got that all in place. And, the big thing, we're in the process of applying for a $3 million ITEP grant through the state. And, as everyone knows, we've started a little bit of work on the downtown area. This will be the area as a block off the square in all directions. So hopefully we'll be able to attain that grant, and we'll begin to do a lot of work in the spring of 2025. So
excited.
We're really looking forward to that.
Absolutely. That ITEP, the ITEP for the people out there. Yeah. What does that stand for to me?
Something about transportation enhancement or something.
Wow.
I'm not positive.
It's a clear picture.
And like I said, we're going to start this week or next on the new water line on Springfield Road, which is much needed, as everyone will attest to that, all the water breaks that we've had on Springfield Road, especially by Arby's and Bob Ridings and things like that. Put a whole new water line in there. Hopefully the money for the bike trestle, we'll start work on that in September. And also we're going to do some enhancements out at our lake, probably due in October and November. So we look forward to a lot of work here in the coming months, getting started and things like that.
Loving it. Development is not stopping here in Taylorville.
No, we've been lucky enough to get a few, grants in the past, and hopefully we'll get this state grant here. Again, a lot of work is going to start on West Main next spring also, due to Congressman Davis getting us that $2.5 million grant. So like I said, we were lucky with Rodney being from Taylorville, and he sure did deliver to his hometown.
Absolutely. Quite a resume Rodney Rodney has to him.
Yeah, Rodney Davis, not Rodney Atkins.
Rodney, I almost got me right.
I sort of get those two mixed up myself, though. But
both superstars for Taylorville,
exactly,
right? Exactly. That was really great in reference to Rodney Davis there, and all the action coming to Taylorville now, and the square itself. We've seen just in the past year how much that's been uplifted. We talked about improvements coming to the parking lots and stuff. Is all that clear and done by now?
We did the parking lots, in part of our downtown area. We're going to redo the alleys also, and we're starting to get the infrastructure down and to match the excitement of the square. Legendary is a great event. Bundles and Bliss moved uptown there. I know we're getting another place on the north side of the square. Dandelion seems to be up and running very well and things. And, and the ones that have been there before, like Florinda's and Nesty's and amenities and things like that, Willow and Birch and just all the stuff that Wonder and Rhymes, another one, and everyone is looking forward to Fur Love opening up. That's going to be a great opening. What a beautiful, beautiful building, especially the exterior that they have done. And I'm sure the interior will match the exterior. So really looking forward to that.
All the businesses just named right there is just what make the square what it is right there. Fur Love to cap things off.
It sat there empty for so many years that, and like I said, I'm going to shout out to our business development district. We developed that, and we're giving these people money to match their money, and we're seeing a lot of new excitement on the square. I know Design with Detail is moving just off the square there down by Beavers' law office. And they got some BDD money to enhance that building. So it's great.
Great. And Taylorville, I don't know if you recently saw this, named in the top 10 cities in Illinois for retired people.
I did see that. What a great honor. And, my shout out to small town Taylorville for what they have done with that. And can't forget the chamber. The chamber works great with everyone and getting ready for Chili Fest there in a couple months. So it was it's going to be a great next couple months.
Absolutely. I love all the local teams playing all together right here just to promote Taylorville itself. And you mentioned Chili Fest. Can't believe we're already talking Chili Fest, but it isn't too early because it isn't. It's only a couple months away.
First weekend in October.
I'm seeing it.
I said last Friday was the car show again. And like I said, it was great. Again, it's great to see people come from out of town, but it's also great to see the people from in town that enjoy different things on our square.
Without a doubt. And I'm seeing Chili Fest already on the city council agenda for tonight. So that means I know it's coming up for us. This is Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry with us on the WTIM Morning Show. We're set to take ourselves a little break. Much more to talk about when we come back. You've been listening to the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
Hi, this is Nicole Maloli with People's Bank and Trust, and I'm here to share information about our Save by Spending programs. Save by Spending Roundup, where we round up your debit card purchase to the next dollar and put that change in your savings account. Also, our Save by Spending Rewards program. You can earn cash back on all qualifying signature-based debit card purchases. Call 888-PBT-1954 and learn more about our Save by Spending programs. At People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey there, it's Ramie Miller, personal and business coach, and also owner of Run Deep Coaching, and a Taylorville native now living in the Northern Illinois area. I have the pleasure of helping people strengthen the relationship with themselves and others virtually, no matter where they are. Seeing what's possible for people is the highlight of my job. For example, I support people through job transitions, relationship changes, and developing new habits. Recently, I hosted a workshop and people walked away with hope, courage, feeling worthy and seen. I would love to connect with you. Feel free to reach out for a virtual complimentary 60-minute conversation to see if it's a good fit to work together one-on-one, or we can just simply discuss any upcoming events. My website is www.rundeepcoaching.com. That's www.rundeepcoaching.com. I am sending you so much support.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know whether it's a new home or a new car. You worked hard to achieve your dreams, and we work hard to protect them so you can enjoy the utmost peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Daniel Rizzo, Agent at Daniel Rizzo Agency, Inc. at 823 West Spresser Street, Suite 1 in Taylorville. Or call 217-562-4433 today.
Seeing is believing, and your new customers can now hear and see your message. Deliver your message on our 6 Miller Media Group radio stations. And now, potential customers will see your message on our new 36 by 72-inch two-sided electronic sign installed in front of our Taylorville studios on Illinois Route 29. You have the opportunity of having your message seen by over 11,200 drivers a day. Contact your Miller Media Group account manager today and deliver your message through your potential customers' ears and eyes.
Pastor Brian Moore here from Locust Grove Church near Assumption. We are alive and so worth the drive. Find directions to our church and watch our video podcast by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Agriculture is our largest industry. Your agriculture information station is WTIM, AM, FM, and online. Tune in or stream WTIM's over 8 hours a day of ag information featuring our local farm broadcaster to be in the know.
Your information station, WTIM.
And welcome back into the WTIM morning show right here on WTIM, your information station. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, which I hope the camera is working. We've been trying to remedy that, but thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We've been speaking with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. That first half, we covered tonight's city council meeting, some train track work that people might have questions about, just some Christian County Fair wrap up there. Mayor, we're almost at the end of our summer here. School year starting up for the kids. What do they need to know?
Well, like I said, school's coming. Well, I think it starts the 14th this year. And like I said, just be safe out there, especially the new group of youngsters, especially the first and second graders, kindergartners. You know, they might be excited to go to school. You get to the high school, I don't know if the excitement's there. Excitement's probably to get school over with, but look forward to the football season starting here in a couple weeks. And I know JFL had their jamboree this past weekend. So a lot of activity for the youth in Taylorville, and look forward to seeing everybody out there on Friday night.
Absolutely. Sports are going to kick back off there. And you mentioned some of those young students might actually be excited about the incoming school year. So yeah, we'll look out for those kids heading to their bus stop on the road there.
Yeah, just, follow the laws and stop behind the buses and don't pass and things like that. And our police will be out patrolling it. We usually emphasize the first couple weeks of school out there. And like I said, hopefully everyone's safe and we have a good opening of the school.
Yeah. Speaking of the students, how has this summer been with the Taylorville Square? I know that thing gets packed with kids. That's always been a tradition. Any conversations being had about that?
Well, we talk every week about it. Sunday morning, I did see quite a bit of trash up there yesterday morning, which we don't want that. But I think when I talk with Chief Wheeler about it, we'd rather them be on the square than somewhere else, because we, a block from police, and we can keep an eye on them pretty well up there. So we've had a good summer with the square, and like I said, I just wish the youth would pick up after themselves a little bit better. But if that's the only problem we have, we'll get through that.
Yeah, that's an interesting take, and one that makes sense. Having the kids in a general spot where you kind of know they are, and being able to patrol that area, being close to the police station, it's a good thing for them to have. But just the one thing with the trash, it's the only thing they gotta figure out.
Exactly. And we could probably put more trash cans there. That might work, might not. We'll see. But we're like I said, when we do the square, we'll keep that in mind and do things like that. But I would like to say, if anybody has any suggestions for the square, to give my office a call, and we'll see if we can't put that in some of our design work for the square. We're going to have bump outs and charging stations and things like that. It's in the original design. We're thinking about trying to put a stage maybe on the courthouse. We'll have to get cooperation with the county board on that. And so, like I said, we'd like to do it right the first time.
Yes.
And so if you got any suggestions, please give my office a call.
You mentioned charging stations, your electric vehicle charging stations.
Right. Yeah,
Wow.
we in our original plan when we received the grant, we had 2 of them on there, and hopefully, like I said, who knows what's going to come with that?
Yeah.
But it probably is one of the reasons that we received the grant too.
Yeah.
So we have to work with the grant writers and things like that to see that everything matches what we turned into the state. So
I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a cyber truck driving around Taylorville. Have you seen that vehicle?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It's sort of weird looking. I don't really like the looks of it, but
I think it's sleek.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty interesting looking. It's definitely not your average truck.
Now it was not out at Mudfest because I looked for it out there and things like that.
Putting the EV to the test out there at Mudfest. I would have liked to see that, but unfortunately not out there. That is interesting. Cool to see that. And once again, another positive movement in the right direction there. Taylorville Square with electric vehicle chargers. And it's going to open up.
And we're going to have golf cart parking and things like that, so we're trying to encompass everything that, somebody may want or need in the future because, you're only going to redo the square, every 50, 60 years or something like that.
Right.
So we hope we do it right the first time.
Absolutely. Mayor Barry, we're in our last 2 minutes here. A conversation that's been going crazy on all the social medias is this Red Bland Baseball League, Manners Park, Janes Park. There's a whole lot of players that are active, a whole lot of voices out there. What do you have to say about all this?
Well, it's something that, the city doesn't have any control over the park. I've had numerous calls on that. I think the park board does a wonderful job. I think, and if people would just sit down and talk and say, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're thinking, I think things can come to fruition and get things playing. I played in Red Bland in the 60s and early 70s, and I know it started probably 1948, 49, like that. So it's 75 years old. I know the Little League isn't affiliated, or the Red Bland's not affiliated with Little League National anymore, but that's not necessary because there's nobody in this area that's associated. The Springfield leagues aren't, the Decatur leagues. So it really was something that Taylorville needed to do. And I just wish, the park's a wonderful place for people to play. And maybe they can do something with, the people that don't want to play at Red Bland, and I'm not smart enough to make that decision. I wish I could. And I think the park board will make the right decision at the end and just let cooler heads. It doesn't do any good to go out there and yell and scream and everything like that. Just let cooler heads prevail, and hopefully we'll work through that.
Great words there from you, and thank you so much for
addressing that. The pool, though.
Oh, me too. How can you not?
Again, it's not something I'm probably going to go to very often, but I know my grandkids will and kids. So, like I said, it's great. It's a great addition for Taylorville.
And another staple that has been in this community for a long time, along with Red Bland there. So Mayor, we are totally out of time, but thank you for taking the time being here with us today.
Tim.
Absolutely. Taylorville Mayor Bruce Barry right here on the WTIM Morning Show. Thanks for tuning in.
U.S. recession fears and fears of a wider war in the Mideast are hammering financial markets all across